It is time. It is time. The Cleveland Cavaliers should trade Kevin Love. They should trade him.
What's up, y'all? This is Relly back with another video. Yes, son, today we have to talk about some trade rumors because allegedly they got the Cleveland Cavaliers in the running to acquire John Collins. And if that is just a little bit true, we have a lot to talk about. But before we get into the subject at hand, I need y'all to smash that subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, share it to somebody who ain't subscribed because we are on the ground to 1,000 subscribers. And with y'all, I know I can get there. But with all that being said, let's talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers potentially getting John Collins. And anybody that's watched any of my previous Cavs videos, you understand that I've said time and time again, trading would be very, very important for us, right? And this is case in point, right? When you're in discussions to acquire a player like John Collins, who is a modern day big, and a lot of people might ask, what is a modern day big? A modern day big is a player that can play pick and roll, pick and pop, which means he can be efficient inside and he can shoot the ball efficiently. And John Collins can do that. And I feel like John Collins is in a position where he's on the contract year, right? He didn't get his extension that he probably thought he was going to get. And he knows he's going to get paid, but he's trying to get paid. You know what I mean? Like, he sees all these players getting 190, 150, 140. You got Markelle getting 50 million. You know what I'm saying? You got the guy out there in San Antonio making 72. You got Jonathan Isaac making 80 million in Orlando, right? And John Collins is trying to ensure his bag. And I power to him. I understand it, right? Because some of these players probably shouldn't get the money they get, but they got it, right? You know, another subject for another day. But for John Collins, he's trying to get paid here, right? And if you have a system that's literally live or die by Trae Young, and when y'all die, y'all really die hard. When, you know, Trae Young might have ate, he might have not. But I mean, how does that reflect on the team when I'm trying to get paid? That doesn't look good on me, right? So when John Collins feels that type of way, I can kind of understand where he's coming from. But at the same time, this is where the Cleveland Cavaliers have leverage, right? Because now the Cleveland Cavaliers can say, hey, man, we got some assets and some vets that would work a lot better than John Collins can. But yeah, we want John Collins because we feel like John Collins will fit a lot better on the Cavs. And I feel like this is where Kevin Love has to show his worth, right? And I know Kevin Love, you know, has to show some durability. But Kevin Love, man, this would be the biggest thank you exit if you can manage to get this trade through, because John Collins is the player we need on our roster, right? And Kevin Love, honestly, is the player they need on Atlanta, right? John Collins would be a good asset. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying John Collins is not a fit. But if the system that Atlanta is creating right now doesn't change, he's not a fit on Atlanta. And I feel like with JB Bickerstaff doing the job he done, where creating an atmosphere of passing and defense, John Collins fits in that system. You get what I'm saying? He really does. And I feel like if we can try to get John Collins for Kevin Love, probably some picks, maybe another player or two, whatever, I think this would be a legitimate deal for us. And I think a lot of people that don't truly understand John Collins' contract is probably going to get scared on his contract because they're going to see that he's an upcoming free agent, and they're going to say, why would we make a trade for that talent? He doesn't like it here and he ends up leaving for nothing, right? But people don't truly understand his contract, right? John Collins is a restricted free agent. And a lot of people might ask, what is a restricted free agent? A restricted free agent is a free agent that's not truly a free agent, right? Which means if, let's say, John Collins hits the open market, right? He gets a contract from the Kings of $150 million. The Cleveland Cavaliers has the option to match that contract. And once they match that contract, John Collins comes back to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And that, whatever the duration of that contract, that's how long he stays on the Cleveland Cavaliers, right? Or whoever team he's on, depending on, you know, when he leaves that, you know, that restricted free agent, right? And what makes this even better is, even if we trade for John Collins and he say, hey, I'm not trying to be here, and we understand that because he's a restricted free agent, we can do a sign and trade, give him the years he wants, the money he wants, and give him to the team he wants to be on while getting, you know, some assets back in return, so we do not lose the player for absolutely nothing. What makes that scenario even better. Long story short, the Cleveland Cavaliers, if you're watching this video, please make this trade. And if you don't make this trade, heavily consider this trade, because I think John Collins would be a way better fit on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now I want to thank y'all too, because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't even have talked about this subject, because I wasn't even hip, right? Y'all was flooding my inbox with these rumors and articles and these breaking news quotes and all this stuff. And I want to really thank y'all, because I literally was sleeping under a rock on this one, man. As a Cleveland fan, I was really sleeping under a rock. But with y'all being a part of the grind, being part of the grind season, y'all got me hip. And I want to thank y'all, because y'all are really trying to help this grind. And y'all really trying to help me hit that 1,000K subscriber goal. And with y'all, I know I can get there. But with all that being said, I want to know down in the comments below how y'all feel about this. And if y'all think John Collins is the right piece for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for more amazing content, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can be a part of the grind. And with that being said, go.
Hey, motivated all about cash flow, ran it up and ran out of excuses. In the field and we turned into hoopers. For the clip like bonds we shoot, just like some soldiers we trooping. Step back 3, we hooping. We in your house just like Fortnite.